Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and this is the tutorial that I have been waiting to upload. This is the one that I've been talking about in a couple of my previous videos. I kind of introduced you guys through the last two Fab 5 weekly fave videos to a couple of Roxanne Rizzo's products. And I kept saying that she was generous enough to send me some of her products to try, and she didn't seek me out. I was following her on Instagram. I've really admired her for an extensive amount of time. So it was quite some time ago, probably about 10 or 11 months at this point, that I first heard about her, and I was immediately fascinated by one of her products, which is the Roxanne Rizzo New York Bronze Glow. It comes in an aerosol can. It's a bronzing mist for the face and body, but this is dual purpose, tri-purpose, however many purposes you want to make with this is what it is. I'm not one who gets to spend a lot of time in the sun, and to be honest, I don't naturally tan. I've had really bad experiences with sunless tanning products or self-tanners in the past, so I don't even take the time to go ahead and make myself even appear to be anything but pale white. But this is something that I saw, and Roxanne Rizzo, first of all, just so all of you know, I'm going to go ahead and connect her website down below, just so that you can kind of check out more of her story. It goes more in depth on her website, as well as far as her bio is concerned, as well as you can go ahead and check out her products. She definitely is continuing to expand her brand. She redesigned her website that launched last week, as well as added a couple of new products. She is makeup artist. She works on many celebrities, including the likes of Lucy Liu, who I'm sure you all know from the Charlie's Angels movies, and just through all of her experience and all of her time on sets, she really saw a gap in the market. So she wanted something that could give somebody a perfect healthy glow in one shot, or if they wanted to build it up, more if necessary, and that's what Roxanne Rizzo New York Bronze Glow is about. It is to give you perfect skin without hiding your own. But this is in a fine mist aerosol can. It sprays out very, very finely. It's for all complexions. Like I said in my Fab 5 faves, it has a glow to it. It just gives you warmth, just a healthy, warm glow. It's not too red based, it's not too orange based. It just literally works with whatever your tones are and just brings out the absolute best in your skin. It's paraben free, it's an HD formula, and a very little bit goes a very long way. So you can use this multiple ways, like I've stated. One of those is you can literally use this as your foundation. You can do one quick spray down. I work across my face, and you'll see it in the tutorial, but you could do one quick spray. That could be your foundation. You could put a couple of other things, eye makeup, whatever it may be, over it and go out the door. You can do more than one quick spray. You can let that dry and add a couple more layers to it. This is not a sun protection product, so if you do use this in any capacity, please don't think that it's going to protect you from any of the sun's rays. You do need something with SPF in it. This does not have that, but it will definitely help you fit in better on the beach. So all you do is hold it about 6 to 10 inches away from your face. That's what's recommended. You could do one spray. I usually do, like I said in my previous video, I'll do my face and my décolleté, whatever is showing. You can do the rest of your body. I'm treating this like liquid gold, so I choose not to. So this lasts for about 3 to 5 days when I put it on. You can also use this as a setting spray for your makeup. Once it dries, nothing on your face is going to budge. Although I can honestly say I use this under my makeup, and it's like anything above it adheres to it, and nothing on your face is going to budge. If you don't want to use this as a setting spray, you can do what I do and what you'll see in the tutorial. I use it kind of as an in-between step. I want to make sure that I'm not going to spray my face and then if I want to put a foundation on, not have an issue with my foundation matching the color that this makes me. So what I do is I put my foundation on first, and then I put this on after, and then I continue with the rest of my makeup, including bronzer, blush, so on and so forth. There's absolutely nothing like this on the market. I have put it on over my entire face as a setting spray. It does not interfere with your eye makeup. It does not affect the color of your eye makeup. That was my biggest concern. It absolutely doesn't. This is absolutely phenomenal. I highly, highly recommend it. I'll have all the prices listed below for all of the products I'm about to show you, but I just wanted to show you how her products are so much geared towards a bronze glow, how well they work together, and just making you look healthy, bringing out the best in your own natural complexion, that I just wanted to use them all together. So the next Roxanne Rizzo New York product that I use in the tutorial that you will see, and I'm going to show these to you in order, is the Wall Street Anti-Shine Setting Powder. This is just one of like those matte HD or mattifying HD setting powders, and I'll have swatches in the video as well so that you can see, but this is definitely 100% very thin, very light, great. It really goes well with the idea of summer makeup, which the whole idea behind this tutorial was to look made up, to look well done, and to use as little makeup as possible, but I could totally walk out the door and go to work like this, or go out for the night with my friends like this. So this I just use to set a little bit under my eyes so that my concealer doesn't try and crease on me. I also use it in my T-zone. You don't need to use this on your entire face, because once the bronze glow is on, and I do put this on after the bronze glow spray, but once the bronze glow is on, you're really not going to go anywhere. The next product that you will see me use that I absolutely love as well, and I think was made to go hand in hand with the bronze glow spray, that's the Mulberry Street bronzer. This as well, not too orange, not too red based, just a nice warmth. I'll have a swatch during the tutorial. It does look a little bit shiny, a little bit of a sheen to it, almost like a frost, but as you can see, I mean, I have it just for warmth. I did not contour today, but you can see that it just gives an absolute glow. It adds to the warmth of the spray, the tone that I have to my face and to my chest, and you can see when I kind of move that this was not sprayed, and even though I put some self-tanner on there, there's definitely a bit of a difference. But the way that it just works, it brings out even more of that healthy glow, that healthy look. It's not an overwhelming bronze tone, it's not an overwhelming gold tone, it's not an overwhelming frost. The third and final Roxanne Rizzo product that you will see me use after I use the bronze glow spray during the tutorial is the Bleecker Street South Street Blush. She originated from New York, so I think it's absolutely adorable that all of her products have New York street names, even the new ones that she released. I absolutely adore it. So I don't know which one is Bleecker Street, I don't know which one is South Street, and I don't really care. I'm not going to swatch this right now because that is part of the tutorial as well. However, I can tell you that this is the only product that you will see I don't actively swatch during the video, but the swatch is already on my hand. The reason why is these two, for some reason, they just don't swatch that great, but they show up phenomenal on your skin. So what I do is I use this light baby pink as my highlighter, and then I use this really strong pink, which they both have that same like almost iridescent glow that the Mulberry Street bronzer has, but I use this as my blush. So the order that I find best that it works in, which you will see through the course of the video, is I do use the bronzer to warm me up, and I do use it even over a contour if I use a different kind of powder just to contour in here. And I will go ahead and take a small brush and highlight right in here a little bit above the point or arch of the brow, and then down the center of my nose. And then I will go ahead, and I actually don't want too much of the pink tone just because this is a bronze summer look tutorial. So I went ahead with a large dual fiber brush from Real Techniques, which you will see, and I use that, and I just put that right in toward the front of my cheekbone, almost on the apple of the cheek, although what you see right there is highlighter, and then I kind of work it back a little bit. Like I've said before, and I said it during my other two videos, this video is not sponsored. This video is not affiliated with any companies. I was solely interested in this as a consumer, and she was just absolutely generous to go ahead and let me see the products speak for themselves. If you're interested in seeing how I got this look, this nice warm bronze glow that will hold up in the summer heat, and by the way, I can do it rather quickly, and so can you, then please stick around and watch the tutorial. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Here we go, and I already have my face makeup done with my NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer, my Youthful Wear Spotless Foundation by Physicians Formula, and my Brow Bar to Go by Whitening Lightning, and Clear Brow Gel by Anastasia. And next we're going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the Brightener shade. I just use this alone when I want to be quick. And I always warm it up with my fingers first before I go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush just to smooth it all out and make a nice transition from that to the foundation. And now it's time for the bronze glow I've been talking so much about. I use foam wedges or foam squares in this case. Hold it 6 to 10 inches. And I go ahead and spray it back and forth across my face, neck, and décolleté. You're going to look a little uneven and patchy at first because it has to dry. I promise it will dry even, and I usually fan it to help it out. And then, just as my little trick, I take one of those foam wedges or sponges and I just kind of pat it around the edge or anywhere I might have done a little bit of overspray. It gives it a really nice smooth look so it's not blotchy. This is with the ring light on my camera, so I'm a little washed out, but you can still see that I have a completely even tone. And now the next products I'm going to be using are the other ones I've talked so much about, so just some swatches first. This is the Wall Street Anti-Shine Setting Powder. It's just like a white HD mattifying powder. You can see it on my finger there. Then the Mulberry Street Bronzer. This one is similar to my skin tone. Like I said, it doesn't really brown you up, warm you up as far as a red or orange tone too much. So you don't really see much on the skin, but it just gives you this really natural, healthy, pretty much a tan glow without too much color behind it. And then the Bleecker Street South Street Blush, and I promise the lighting will get better in just a minute. These do not swatch that nicely, so I did have them ready to go, but this is my highlighter and my blush. And I'm starting with the Wall Street Anti-Shine Setting Powder with an UBU Powder Brush from Ulta, which I really do not recommend. It was my first time using it, and it's really coarse and not high quality. And I just use it under my eyes and to set my T-zone so that I don't overdo it with the Bronze Glow spray on my face. And then I'm going in with a Monster Bundle brush and the Mulberry Street Bronzer, and you can see it's just warming it up a little bit, giving it a little bit of a glow, nothing too crazy. I kind of go in the contour shape, but I'm not really looking to contour. I do both sides and then go across the top of my forehead and sometimes a little bit underneath my chin. But this day I did not. Then I take my Real Techniques, I think that's the setting brush. I use it for my highlighter always. It just fits perfectly. And I took a little bit of the lighter pink shade. I'm going right over the high point of the cheekbone and a little bit in the front by the apple. And then I just come up the one point on the side of the eye and then right over the arch of the eyebrow, down the center of my nose, and I always like to hit the tip of my nose a little bit more. Now with the Real Techniques Duo Fiber Powder Brush, I'm just going to go into that blush shade. Like I said, I'm not sure if it is South Street or Bleecker Street, but this is not going to give me too much pink tone. It's just going to really help add to that rosy glow, that healthy glow, and add a little bit of iridescence sorry, to my cheeks. Now here's some options for a really nice bronze summer eye. This is the Milani Bella Gold Bella Eyes Gel Powder Eyeshadow. This is the Prestige Total Intensity Bewitched is the color, in Long-Term Relationship Fierce Color Eyeshadow. And that has a bit of taupe, a bit of sky blue, and a bit of gold. Now the Urban Decay Easy Baked Eyeshadow. It's a little bit more champagne-y than the half-baked that they're well known for. And then the NYX Infinite Shadow Stick in Rose Gold. That's if you don't want a powder, you just want to kind of draw it on like a crayon and blend it out. And you'll see in 2 seconds, I went with the Prestige Total Intensity Bewitched Long-Term Relationship Fierce Color Eyeshadow. But first, I'm going to use my Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo. This one I believe is in Bold Gold. I just use it to kind of set as a base, and it just gives a little bit more sparkle, and it's going to make the Prestige, it's going to bring out the gold in the Prestige a little bit more. And I'm just patting that on with my MAC 242 brush. And then I decided I wanted a little bit more intensity after I applied it to both eyes up into the crease, so I added some MAC Fix Plush just to wet it a little bit and patted it back on the eyelid up until the crease again. You could see it just brings out the sky blue a little bit more. And then here's my intro of my Lorac Pro Palette 2 with the BH Cosmetics, just a nice fluffy brush. I'm taking some mocha on the brush just to define the crease a little bit, just sweeping it back and forth. Nothing too structured, just to add a little bit more depth to my eye and blend in with that Bewitched color. Then I'm taking a Sonia Kashuk blending brush and doing just that, blending out any harsh lines. And I'm back into the Pro palette with, what is that, Buff? Yes, Buff, the yellow tone. And I'm just bringing that a little bit under the brow bone. I didn't want any more frost up there. This is an EcoTools shadow brush. I used the shadow side for the Buff, and now I'm using the angled liner side for some cocoa. When I want to be fast, I don't use actual eyeliner. I just use some shadow to kind of smoke out the lash line a little bit, and so that's what I'm about to do with the cocoa. And I also like to make it a little bit thicker at the outer corner. It just gives it a nicer cat eye shape. And just going back over it a little bit more. And now my secret cocktail, so don't tell anyone. But my two favorite mascaras that I've gotten great results with are the L'Oreal Telescopic in black. I usually use Blackest Black in any mascara I find. I apply it to the top and the bottom. On the top I focus more at the base of the lashes just to kind of separate them, and it gives me length. And then I go back in with the L'Oreal Manga mascara, I believe it's called, and this I'm going to do top and bottom of the top lashes, or rather the top side and underside, and it just helps separate them and gives them a lot of volume, lifts them, and gives me a little bit more thickness. And then the last step is my Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss in Coral Crush. If I want to be fast, I don't want to use lip liner, I don't want to use lipstick if it's too hot out, so just a nice warm gloss. And these glosses are, in all honesty, my favorite this year. And that's it. That's the final look. So you can see I'm nice and toasty, like a nice almond tone from the Bronze Glow. All the other makeup products from Roxanne Rizzo worked really nicely together. And that eye look is so casual, but just really nice for this time of year. Bye.